Hey guys, it's me. Whoa! It's been a while. I've been kind of MIA. I've been having technical malfunctions with cameras. Like I tried to film a couple of videos, but it just wasn't working. Like the formats weren't communicating between the camera and the computer, and I've been like researching it. Finally got back to the bottom of it. It's not my forte to, be technologically advanced. I don't know if I'm going in and out of focus. I'm sorry if I am. I don't have a backdrop today. I just have the regular messy life behind me because honestly, I'm not trying to hide anything. But I've been going through a really heavy season. Excuse me. Gaseous and Maxius. All right. I've been going through a really heavy season lately. I am just going through a lot of personal growth, reaching a lot of personal revelations and spiritual things, and just kind of processing a lot of stuff. So I've been kind of down and low and spending most of my time in bed or playing my MMO game, which I won't tell you what it's called, but there's unions and you've got this empire and you're the sultan and you have to like increase your empire power and like train your viziers and like train your consorts and like build your harem and then marry off your heirs. And there's a lot of hashtag union drama because it's a lot of people together and it's so high school that it's hilarious and somewhat anxiety causing. But I've been kind of using it as a band-aid or like something to do in this season of my life to distract myself from the feelings that I've been feeling and the things that I've been learning about, and it's all just kind of building up inside of me. And so I went to therapy today and the phone chimed as I was leaving, and I low-key wished that it was like my therapist canceling the appointment because I just wanted to lay in bed. I didn't want to do anything. It just seemed impossible to like go anywhere or do anything. And it wasn't her. And I still decided to get in the car and start driving to therapy. I was proud of myself. But then I get out into my cul-de-sac and they're working on the road. Like they tore it up and there's a cement truck and a tractor and like 5 dudes just blocking the entire way out of the cul-de-sac. And I was like, what? Anyways, I had to wait a couple minutes. They moved out of the way, but I was just like, come on, universe. Like I finally pulled myself out of my bed, out of my house to do something I'm supposed to do. I'm being responsible, going to adult, and like, what? It was just one of those things. Same thing happened though. They didn't give me any notice, and another time they started like pouring new asphalt on the street, and I had to go and get my kids from school, and I was like, what do I do? Like they couldn't move because of wet asphalt, and so they were like trying to struggle to find like this big board thing to lay down on top of it that I could drive across. And I was like thinking in my head, like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna call the school and be like, yo, can you keep my kids another 2 hours? Because I got an age-old case of liquid street here. Yeah. But so anyways, I recently met with my spiritual mother. I had lunch with her this week. And it was a really emotional experience. A little background on what I mean by spiritual mother. So I met this chick at a Speedy Lube, which is like a really oddly named, whatchamacallit, oil change place. God, I couldn't think. Brain ain't braining today. was like, I was kind of dressed to the slums, kind of like today, except for my beautiful necklace. My daughter made me this. It's all the rage in Venice right now. Like everyone's wearing these. You like it? It's called Fuzzy Ball Couture. Yep. Okay, I don't know why my hair is up. I don't want it to get curly. Hold on. Hair malfunction. Woo! Ooh, I am liking the color in this light. Hey girl, hey. What you looking at? Okay. So I was dressing to the slums, and I like dropped my kids off at school, and my plan was just to go home and go to sleep. And this was in April. And I was driving back, and I was like looking up at my window sill, and I saw like the sticker that said when my next oil change was due, and I was like, oh, I should get an oil change. And the oil change place was like right there. So I was like, hey, I'll just pull over and do this thing. I happened to get there like when it just opened and nobody was there. In fact, like there's no desk attendant or anything. I just sat in this empty room, and I was actually kind of enjoying the quiet, and I was wearing sunglasses inside. I don't know why. I always wear my heart sunglasses. Like you could literally ask anybody in my town. They will know who I am if you say the heart sunglasses girl, because I've been wearing them every like day for like the last 5 years. So, I mean, kind of my thing. But I was wearing them, and this woman walks in, and like you know, there have been moments in my life where like words have come out of my mouth that like I did not foresee. Like they just come out because another force is making them come out. And like I did not foresee myself being social in this particular moment. But this woman walks in, and I look at her, and it's like my soul recognized her and immediately was just like, I'm so glad you're here. And she said, were you lonely? And then she sat down with me, and we just started bouncing things off one another, and it was like we were having this reunion. And she saw the sun tattoo on my wrist, and she was like, I've been needing some sun in my life for so long. And like she was telling me how she was the moon, and how her name even means moon, and just we're both ENFPs, and we both like see things spiritually the exact same way. Like our spirits are open the exact same way. And this, I mean, we were just like, it was like we were having, excuse me, God, I don't know why I'm so gassy. It's probably because of this V8. We were bouncing ideas off of one another, and just like we could tell that we had known each other in like other lives. Like we were continuing a conversation that we had 10,000 years ago that we needed to finish, you know, and we just picked up where we left off. That's what it felt like. And the guy comes in to tell me like how my car is doing, and I'm like, hey, and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the family reunion. And we're just laughing because we're like, we literally think it's the family reunion between like the moon and the sun. And this guy, I think she actually said that to him, like, it is the family reunion between the moon and the sun. And he just like looks at us like, yeah. So anyways, this is how much money you owe me. I could not leave that place without her. Like even when my car was done, I was like, hey, I'm gonna just wait for your car to be done. And then I took her home. She actually, I think, canceled like plans she had that day. It was like, hey, I'm just gonna cancel everything. And I took her home, and we just sat in my living room and talked until I had to go pick my kids up from school. Like it was just this, what I say is kismet. It's when like your soul meets its twin flame. Like you meet somebody and you just feel this instant connection, and you just know that you were meant to meet, and that you've met before possibly. And like there's just this, it's like this twin flame thing. And like I even have that with a girl in my union in my MMO game. Like, we started talking and it was like, oh my God, like everything was like the same. We were just like, same, 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 same. Like, even to the point where like my middle name is Summer, her middle name is June. My wedding anniversary is her birthday. We have like the same history with our parents, or like same present situation with our parents today and our siblings. And there's like just, I mean, on Myers-Briggs, she's an ENFJ. I'm an ENFP that sometimes scores ENFJ. And she's an ENFJ that sometimes scores ENFP. And like, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you don't know what Myers-Briggs is, like, get on that boat already. You will thank me. You are welcome. Get on the boat. Do the damn thing. Myers-Briggs. I will send a link down below. Okay. But like the other day, I was having an emotional time for one reason or another, and I was playing Minecraft with her, and we were both on our headsets, like talking to one another, and I was just kind of sobbing for like 2 hours about whatever emotions I was processing that day. And she just spoke to me in metaphors in a way that I have like, sorry, ADD a little bit. I've got stains on my clothes. Like, this is for real right here. Like, I hardly have any makeup on. You're lucky I brushed my hair. My house is messy and my kids are loud. If you want a place where it's clean and there isn't kids screaming or stuff, I just got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. Nope. But, so I'm just keeping it real, okay? Keeping it real. Anyway, she just started speaking to me in metaphors that my, like, soul understood. And my soul mother, or like spirit mother, like, she does the same thing. Like, when she talks to me, she like opens doors in my spirit, and I'm like, whoa. Like, it's so powerful when you are with people who understand you. And how, like, you can feel so complete in those moments that you're with those people that just help you. Like, they just see you and they understand you and they're like, I can speak your language. It makes the world feel a little less daunting because we live in a messed up world. And I say I'm a messy person, but really I'm just in a messy world, and I cry so often for the same reason I laugh so often, and it's because I'm paying attention. And it's hard to be a deeply feeling person in this kind of spiritual plane that we're on right now. But yeah, it's just been a really heavy season, and I just got back from, like I said, I went to therapy today, and she was actually talking to me about how I would be good as a naturopath because of how spiritually open I am and how in touch with different elements I am. And like, they had this bowl of like crystals in the therapist's office, which I found today, and I was like, sweet, because I seriously believe that certain crystals have healing powers. And a lot of people just roll their eyes, like even my husband rolls his eyes at me like, okay, this gypsy mumbo jumbo. But I'm like, I legitimately believe that we are all made of the same stuff. Like the rocks and us are all connected with the moon and the stars, and like, we're just all made of the same stuff. So like, why can we not affect one another? Like, the ocean can erode the rocks and turn it into sand. Why can we not, like, why can't the rocks do anything to us? I didn't explain that right, but like, I mean, the moon affects the tides. Why would the moon not affect us when we're like 90% water? Just different things like that. Like, I believe in the powers of the earth. I believe that anything that you can fathom can be like possible. So anyways, I was talking to her about my crystals and stuff, and she was like, you would be really good as a naturopath. And she actually goes and sees a naturopath. And she was like, oh, I wish they had like a job opening. Like, I would totally recommend you. And I was just like, whoa. Like, when your therapist says this about you, it's kind of affirming that your spirituality is really kind of fresh and like open, and people see that and people recognize that. And in this season especially, I'm just like on fire with things and learning about myself and learning about why certain things trigger me, or why I'm more in tune with other things. And it's a beautiful journey of growth, but I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted. Yeah, I mean, I guess that sums it up. That's why I've been missing, and also the technological problems. But I got it all working again, and I will be filming more videos, so stay tuned. Love you guys. Peace.
Erin does stuff.